The whole point of this was to tell you about my encounter with Eileen. And now that we're nearing the half-hour mark, I don't know, I guess I've done it. My encounter with her was the exact opposite of everything that I just got sidetracked talking about. It was beautiful. We held each other initially and just cried a lot. Like big, ugly. There are pictures. Oh, if I've got the balls, I will post some of them. They are like the expressions on my face are, I take really bad pictures to begin with, especially candid pictures. And oh, these are just appallingly bad, but you can see the emotion for both of us. And I was just holding her, and I had high heels on, which was really important to me because I wanted to, like, I don't know, I used to always wear heels, and then after, you know, I went through the physio and stuff, there was no, you don't wear high heels when you're pushing a walker. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I haven't been strong enough or had the balance to wear them. But I had these boots that I wore they're Steve Madden boots, and I'm obsessed with these boots. So I did find boots for anybody who saw the other video, and I'll show you. They're wicked. So anyway, there I am in my boots, and I'm holding her, and I'm like, I had no idea you were so short. And we just started laughing because she's just this force who had towered over me in my bed. And she's this little woman who just came up to like under my chin, even though I was wearing like 4-inch heels. So she's not that much shorter than me. But it was just, it was beautiful. It was everything that I'd hoped it to be for the last 2 years. She's been the person. Once I'd seen Nick, once I'd seen my main doctor, there were other nurses that I really wanted to see too. But Eileen, she's the one who would look me square in the eyes and say, whatever you do, just keep saying yes. Whatever they ask you to do, say yes. Just keep saying yes. Because she knew how desperate I was. She knew exactly how desperate I was from the very first moment that she saw me, and she opened herself up to me. And I don't mean that she told me about her life. She did not. She was never anything but professional. I mean that she was warm and kind and patient and loving. In a very sterile environment. Just keep saying yes. That's what she would say. Just keep saying yes. And she really kept me going. So, I'll tell one more super quick, I'll be as quick as I can. Sorry. Eileen story. So when I was learning to walk again, I would go around kind of the block. Now, at first it was like standing in it, and then it was just walking a few steps, and then it was walking a few more steps. And the wing that I was in had these feet painted on the floor. I think they were probably decals. They probably weren't painted, but they had these feet on the floor. And every day my goal was like at first it was to get to a foot, and then it was to get to that one plus one, building that way. And then eventually I would try to get past the colors. And long into this process, shortly before I came home, Nick decided I was strong enough to put the Terminator down, which was that was what I called the giant walker thing that I would get draped onto. So it had like a panel at chest height and these 2 posts. And I would hold the posts and drape my weight on those, and then my legs would just kind of shuffle drag behind me, and I'd have nurses behind me and then Nick in front of me, and yeah, we're gonna do a physio thing. But anyway, the first day I went without the Terminator, and they put me in what you would think of as like a normal walker, the kind you see old people with at the mall, that the rollator, some people call them. The first time I had a special one of those, we were coming around and I saw Eileen, and I started just screaming for her and crying, and because she could see me, and that I was out of the Terminator and in this other walker, and I started going faster, and Nick started panicking, and Eileen started running towards me, and I was ambling as quickly as I could towards her, and it was just, that was me and Eileen. So that's why last week mattered so much. And I'm so happy that I had that moment, and I got her address, and I can send her a Christmas card, and she wants to keep in touch, and I want to keep in touch, and I'm just so happy and excited. So, wow, I've gone so far this time. Anyway, I just meant time-wise, not, I am looking at, oh man. Anyway, thank you so much for coming along for the ride. I'm not sure what we'll talk about next. If you've got any suggestions or any questions, keep them coming. I love those viewer questions. Anyway, cheers. Have a good one.